And you will need a flathead screwdriver, a small one, a scalpel, a tri-wing screwdriver, and a small Phillips head screwdriver, preferably magnetic. So the first thing you need to do is remove the case for the battery. And then remove the battery. And then you need to pop off these two little feet here and here. And then there's two little gold screws in there and there which need to come out. And a silver screw there. And the rest of them are tri-wing screws. So there's one there, one there, one there, and a black one in there. Okay. Should now have two little black feet, two gold screws, two silver tri-wing screws, one Phillips head little screw, and one little black tri-wing screw. The next stage is to take the back case off. To do this, you just open it up here in this line, and then you go around the outside. And after it's loose, it just pops off. Next thing you need to do is remove the two buttons here and here. There's little springies bits, so just be careful not to lose them, because if you lose them, you can't replace them. So they just come out like that, and it comes apart like that. And it's easier if you just leave it in one piece. Next, you have to undo two screws here and here. And next, you have to pop off the microphone and antenna wires here and here. And they just pop off. Like that. Then you need to pull the microphone underneath this thing, this lead. And then the whole thing lifts out, push the screen from the other side, and it lifts the motherboard out. Like that. Next you need to unclip the top screen here, like that, and then pull it out, and the whole bottom motherboard comes off. The next thing you need to do is unscrew these two screws here and here. And then the whole bit unattached from here, you can take that off. And then the whole thing unclips from here, but just be careful not to damage the ribbon cables on the other side. It's a little bit tricky. That comes off there. Okay, the next part to do is to remove the ribbon cable and wires from inside this little silver sleeve here. So you have to roll the cable inside the sleeve and then pull the sleeve over the cable, which can be tricky, and the sleeve comes off like that. Next you have to remove the hinge from the side bit here. It may be useful to use some pliers to get it out. It can be a bit tight. Okay, so now if you want to replace the Nintendo Axis and Hinge, you need to replace the Axis and the Hinge. So this metal sleeve is the Axis. You slide the wires in there. And then you need to roll the ribbon cable up. Slide that over. That slides in there. Okay, now the Axis slots into there. It can only slot in one way, so just have a look at the pattern and make sure it matches the pattern on the end of there. So that just slides in. Okay, so the next step is to put the top screen wires through the bottom screen part. So to get the wires, you thread them through the top part. And then you have to get this ribbon cable threaded through the gap in the top screen. So you just slide it through. Like that. And then the hinge goes in there. So the next step is to attach this hinge to this part here. So this part, it slots on to here, and then that part you use the two long screws over here. So two long screws, like Phillips heads. You go in there. And there. Now the top and open part should close nicely. Okay, now if you want to replace the buttons, the buttons line up, they've got patterns on them. The buttons have patterns on them, and the patterns line up with the patterns in the holes, so you can't get them in the wrong spot. Goes on top of that. Oh, sorry, that one. They look slightly different. That one goes there. That one goes there. And these two little black buttons go in there. And this goes on top of there.